Okay, well, bit of excitement yesterday, and welcome to Crunch Time, John. We've got a flag. We've got a flag.
1 out of 8 we got there.
Yeah, 1 out of 8,
flag.
which is a bit of a shame we only got 1 out of 8, but anyway. Here we are. Welcome to Crunch Time, mate. The last
Thanks, mate.
one.
I'm John Rich,
I'm Andrew Bennell.
and we're going to finish off the season this year with just a recap of what's happened, what we've done, where we've been, how we've got there, how we fell short in some areas and did great in others.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
All right. What are we going to start with, mate? Obviously our flag.
Well, yeah, let's start with that. Yesterday was the midweek, or the Thursday midweek, 7-a-side divisional final held over at Mulgrave Country Club against Ivanhoe. And the Berwick side came away with a win there yesterday and a nice red flag, as you just saw. So that came on the back of a semi-final match on Tuesday at Burden Park, where the Berwick 1 side took on Mulgrave Country Club and beat them by about 5 shots, I think on Tuesday. So, which was a nice little bit of revenge for the Twos, who were beaten by Mulgrave Country Club to get into that semi-final the week before. So
By 2 shots?
By just a couple of shots.
2 shots. Yeah,
just 2 shots. So the Twos just fell short of guaranteeing us a spot in the divisional final. But as it transpires, the Ones took care of Mulgrave and then took care of Ivanhoe yesterday. So it was it was well done to the Berwick 1 side, and we've got a new flag for the collection.
2 sectional flags and a divisional flag for.
Yes, for the 7-a-side, for the Thursday. So both sides competed in divisional finals, which is a great outcome. I suppose we might as well just finish wrapping the midweek as well, just to close things off. We ended up in the Tuesday midweek, out of 6 sides, there were 3 sides that competed in divisional finals. The first side lost to Mitcham.
Is that right? Is there more sides that played finals?
Oh, actually, yeah, there were, because the fifth side did, but they got knocked out early
in the sectional semi.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there were 4 section flags out of the 6 sides in Tuesday.
3 sectional flags.
3 sectional flags.
5's lost their
That's
sectional
right.
semi, I think, didn't they?
That's right. Yep.
So 3 flags, 3 sectional flags.
That's right.
Out of the Tuesday midweek.
Yes.
Again, some close results, except for the Sixers, who came up against
Glenroy.
Much.
Glenroy
stronger.
went on to win the lot.
Probably shouldn't have been playing 6-a-side, but
No.
with that sort of quality,
No.
6 bowlers. But anyway, 24 shots just down. Again, another section winner. The Sixers, so
got into the divisional semi, so did well.
that's it. The Threes, they lost to Croydon by 5 in the divisional quarter final.
Yes.
Again, another section winner.
Yeah.
And again, another very narrow defeat in a divisional final.
Yeah. We'll go. We might talk about those narrow defeats a bit later on.
Yeah. And the midweek ones, lost to Mitcham by 13 in the divisional semi as well.
Yeah, that was over at Noble Park.
Yeah. So the 1s, 3s and 6s all got their section flags. All got through to divisional finals.
Yes.
1's down by 13, 3's down by 5.
Yep.
6's down by 24 against a much stronger outfit. So 3 sectional flags there.
Yes.
2 sectional flags for
in the Thursday. So 8 sides.
The weekday pennant.
5 section flags.
Fair effort. And a divisional flag.
Yep.
And a divisional flag. So,
that's it.
Great to see that we got 1 at least.
Yeah.
Out of all of it. So
in a challenging season, as we've said on numerous occasions, it hasn't been the easiest of years.
No, it's been tough. It's been real tough.
Yep. People missing and COVID and
phone calls on Saturdays and Tuesday mornings saying that people can't play because they've now a close contact.
Close contact rules and all that sort of stuff. It really did sap a bit of enthusiasm, but I'd have to say, as I said last episode, the two selection teams really deserve
Good job.
deserve our applause. And I mean, I know you're one of those, John, but absolutely, like, great effort, fabulous effort.
On to our Saturday pennant, weekend pennant. So 6 out of 8 made finals. 3 of those were sectional winners, so 3 more sectional flags on Saturday.
Yep.
And 2 divisional semi-finalists on Saturdays as well. The Saturday as well. So starting off with our 8s, we'll work our way up. Our 8s got through to the section semi. Didn't quite get to that sectional final.
No.
Went down again by 5.
Another
No,
close
they didn't.
one.
No, they didn't. They went down by 13 to Beaumaris 5.
Yes.
But had a great season. I think, again, we've spoken about this one. Selectors probably did them out of a section final.
Yeah.
Putting them on the grass, but great effort by them. The 7s got through to their divisional final against MCC 8.
Yeah, MCC 8.
To go down by 11. But sectional flag there. The 6s got beaten in the section final.
Yes.
By Beaumaris.
Yes.
No, at Beaumaris.
At Beaumaris.
Churchill Park.
Yeah, I think it might
Churchill
have been
Park,
Churchill
Waverley,
Park.
maybe. So lost their sectional final
It was
by
a few
5.
weeks ago now. I can't quite
It is,
recall
it's
the
9 months ago
detail.
now. So they went down by 5. Our 3s got beaten in the divisional knockout final. That was one of the ones that
Yes.
we were unlucky to have to play the knockout final and not get a bye. They went down by 6 shots to Thornbury. Again, another sectional flag. The 2s were beaten in the sectional final by 1
Over at Heathmont. Yes.
by Dandy Club. That could have gone either way.
Yep.
And I know it's been nearly 3 weeks, but the ones fell 7 shots short to advance to Premier League.
Yes. To Fitzroy, Victoria at our Alphington. That's right, Alphington.
So it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow, I think, won't it?
Have you gotten over it quite
No.
yet? I haven't either.
Still got to buy it. Again, we've said it all year. You can't
give away.
No, you can't give away
Big
shots
numbers.
on rinks. And
No.
look, no, it's a 16-person game. We gained shots on some ends, and we lost shots on others. But you just can't cover it.
It's hard to cover it.
And poor old Lockie. It was a big ask of him.
Yep.
To step up on the day. Came up against one of their better skips in Brad Janner, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll reset and try and go again.
We'll lick our wounds and come up with a strategy for next season.
I don't know what that is. I honestly don't.
No.
It pains me to think about it.
Neither you nor
Like I said,
know.
3 weeks on, and it still makes me angry.
Yeah.
I still get agitated when I talk about it. So, although some have said, we've done a great job to get there, we've had a great season. Yeah, we have. But to me, total opportunity lost.
You take it, but
Total opportunity lost, and to get to that game's taken the club 10 to 11 years. So I think.
But we've proven to ourselves, and we've proven to the rest of the competition, that we do have the ability to get there. What we lack is that extra little something to capitalise on some of the situations that we found ourselves in on that Saturday.
Yeah, I guess for me, we lack a lot.
Yes.
Not just bowlers.
No.
But our mental.
No.
And you go across those numbers that I've called out. Sectional finals, we've lost by 5, we've lost by 7, we've lost by 1. Divisional finals.
There was 4 or 5 of those real important games that were lost by less than 10 shots.
I watched one of the finals, and I won't say which one, over the past finals period, where on that rink's last end, they had one bowl in the head. It was a measure for shot, and our skip put both bowls in the ditch.
Yeah, which is just not...
Why we're playing that sort of weight with one bowl in the head? I think it was only four or five the difference on the big board, with one end to play next to them.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for mental strength.
And we're trying to play hero shots, and
yeah, no, well, that's right.
it just goes to show that we can do a lot more. And I had to write a report for the board meeting this week, and I've mentioned it in there that I think we need to do a lot more work on our mental side of the game, how we build heads, how we read heads, how we make decisions, the trust that we have in our teammates and our thirds and our skips, and the communication they have, and not coming back to the club on a Saturday night when they've had a bad day and said, "Oh, my front end gave me nothing." Well, at times that's going to happen. Yeah. What are you going to do about it as a back end, or if your front end's on and your back end's giving you nothing? It's all about trust and backing each other. As a player, you've got to get the best out of yourself. As a skip, your job's to get the best out of your side. As a back end, you've got to communicate better. You've got to trust each other. I get more and more frustrated about it as I talk about it, because
it shows.
We've got so close across so many divisions and Saturdays, Tuesdays.
Well, there's 8 sides that have won a section.
Yes, and only one of those went on.
Yeah, 8 sides that have won a section, and one went on to win
a division flag, and others were beaten by, the bare minimum.
Well, it's the 80-20 rule too, John. The 80% of what gets you over the line doesn't happen when you're out there playing the game.
Yeah,
that's the 20%.
That's right.
20% happens when you're out playing the game. It's the 80% that comes at training, in the classroom, in inverted commas. There's any number of...
And that's the bit that I think we need to concentrate on first and foremost over the off-season. And that's probably working on our shot selection, our decision making, trusting your rink and the.
Well, when you come to the mat, that shot that you've just been asked to play, you've played it in some sort of form through a drill, or that when you come to the mat, you're doing that, no problems. I've done this before. I've done this in a drill. We did this 2 weeks ago.
And as importantly, that the 3 guys at the other end have full trust in the decision you've made.
Yes. That's
the way you're going to go about
exactly.
it. And if you're not sure and you get on the mat and you're not sure, ask the question again.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess, we need to celebrate what we've done.
Yes.
And we need to be happy.
And we need to build on what we've done.
Excited about what the future is, because I believe also that the culture of the club's done a huge turnaround.
Yes.
It's starting to
have
turn. A huge turnaround.
Yes.
The attitudes are better. You get back here on a Saturday afternoon, all sides are mixing with other sides. It used to be they'd go and sit in their little group. You've got all sides asking about other sides. It's good.
It's more of a collective outcome. There's more collective interest in what we're doing, and I think that
more of a club view of it.
Yes, and that part of that's coming from the on-field performances. When you're posting wins through the pennant season, that gets the enthusiasm going. And people like Chubby, for instance, after the matches and the tool of the week sort of things, and some of these additional bits to build a group culture rather than a side culture have been great, and we'll build on that and continue. We've got our little where are we here? If we might just cut to a little bit of the future, and we're really looking forward to, and thanks to Shawnee for his efforts with our bit of footage here on the drone. This will also help to change, build on improve the bowls offer,
Excite
improves
people. Yeah.
Yep. So, we get a little bit of canvas stretched over the top of that and some scoreboards and a little bit of gardening around the outside, and that'll do a lot to help too. And working on some of that stuff in the off season with things like the night pennant type arrangement that we've talked about potentially starting with some of the other covered clubs around the place.
Have asked us to host a round of the Vic Indoor.
Okay.
June, July, I think it
Great.
is. Vic Indoor will be there'll be events played here as long as everything's ready to go, of course.
Yeah.
Why we haven't got the canvas on already, I'm not sure.
Well.
We had steel go up right up until
last
Friday.
week. Yep.
But no one's been back since. So
no, there's been no activity this week.
We're hoping next week that there's some fabric rolling over the top of that dome, and we're looking closer and closer to finishing. Tuesday, I've got a meeting with NF Comms.
Okay.
About the scoreboard.
On the scoreboard side of things.
So from what we're told, it'll be very similar to Nurry Warren.
Lovely.
We probably don't need the 15 square metre screen.
Main board
that they've got down there. But yeah, we'll probably look at something that suits one green better.
Yeah, and maybe a smaller main board that, is there, or some sort of...
same functions and everything,
Yeah.
same look. Looks like we'll have the, scoreboards behind the rinks and those sorts of things.
Yeah.
So, so it'll be interesting to catch up with them and just see what they've got in mind and what they've spoken to council about.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll adjust and make any changes, add to that if we need to.
Yep.
But yeah, so things are sort of happening in the background there. So the roof, we're expecting hopefully over the next month will be finished. Then we'll start working on surrounds and what have you, and go from there. Yeah. So board had a meeting on Wednesday night, which was a very good meeting. We're going to catch up over the next couple of weeks, brainstorming our direction and our vision for the future, where we want to go, how we want to do it. That'll be exciting just to see what views and thoughts are there. So the board's had a good 18 months. Yes. Over a tough time.
Yeah, that has been challenging.
To do things a little bit differently as well, which has been good. Yeah. People are now becoming receptive to that, which is great. And we'll just see how
it's a little bit like turning the Titanic.
Yeah, all three.
but
it's getting there. It is getting there. It is getting there. And we're getting a lot of the members that were probably... I'm not being disrespectful at all. I'm trying to find the right word. Probably against change.
Reticent.
Slowly starting to turn. So as you can see, we've got our new tawny shirts on.
We have my fat tummy here. There we go.
There's
the front. Do a little pirouette. There we go. There's the back.
The back of the top representing the old club down on Lowell Road.
Can we see the bottom there,
yes,
John?
You can. Yep. Can see your bump.
Oh, great! Just what everybody knows.
And the front of the front resembling the roof of just a vision of the roof in the future. So they look great. A lot of people that have seen them so far said they look fantastic. Yeah. So that's a good move. Some have even mentioned about it being our future pennant
direction for the future. Yeah,
what do you think about that?
A variation on it. I think we can probably make the front less of a style and more of a reality, but certainly paying homage to the origins of the club. The back of this is just sensational. I love it. The old Lyle Road entry, what Lyle Road was, the old badge, established 1930. Love it.
The signs that are now up here that came from the old club.
Yeah,
that's great.
Respecting the heritage is probably one of the hardest things with change. It's probably one of the things that people do get a bit negative about, a bit reticent to change because, well, what about what's gone on before? We need to honour that, and I think this does do that very, very, very well.
Involved in building that,
building
what we've got now.
Yeah, and there are many of them.
There is,
and I think this does a great job of that. Yeah. And speaking of of change and moving forward and progression and all of those sorts of things. I think it's probably fitting that we might close on
Little segue here.
on
What's,
our performances at regional level.
Oh, look,
just
no,
recently.
we've got some other stuff to
So
talk about.
yeah, we do.
We've got some basically our tournament. We had to cancel that.
We did, unfortunately.
Tough weekend to hold the tournament. Us and Pakenham, obviously, didn't communicate very well. We all know it. There was no animosity. I think we're all disappointed in each other and ourselves. Each other for putting it on the same day, and ourselves for not communicating better with the other. So, but I've spoken to team.
We've had some conversations with them.
Everything's okay. So those outside that are, saying, "Oh, bloody Berwick and Pakenham," at each other's throats all the time. It's certainly not the case. We've got a good relationship with the Packy boys, and we'll support them in the Packy 5000 next year, and I'm sure they'll support us with our tournament. So we're looking. Our sponsors have been great, by the way. So it will still be a $13,000 tier 4.
Yep.
All our sponsors have stayed on board and are happy that
they understand that we've had to postpone.
So all will be the same. We've just got to find a day, and we're actually thinking pre-pennant.
Okay.
Which may be a good avenue for some sides to put some rinks together, some clubs to put a couple of rinks together and send them over.
Yeah, true.
For good practice, good tournament.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes. As soon as we get some more dates out of Bowls Vic, we'll set a date for that, and away we'll go. Recruiting, we've started recruiting
for the next season.
Yes. So could stay tuned for some possibly exciting news.
And again, that's all that part of building on mental strengths and on decision making and some of that sort of stuff. Getting some different minds in, some different people that are attached to those minds. Yeah,
that helps.
And just build on it.
But yeah, so it is possible that that will add 3 or 4.
I'm in trouble then.
Very good bowlers. Yeah, me too. The way it's going, I certainly won't be skipping next year. I can tell you that.
Oh dear.
I'll be playing front end next year if we pick up the people that we're talking to. So, and who knows, the board's direction, vision, that may even change a few things there as well. So, but we're actually getting people too that want to come here,
which is good.
So we're doing something right.
Yes.
So if
they're
people are
seeing
coming to us at the end of the
the
year and saying, I wouldn't mind to run a Berwick, where would I fit? Where do you see me fit? Well, their bowls have got to do the talking, but
Well, our performances are more attractive.
It's very encouraging.
Excellent.
So stay tuned as we get some more news. If we get some more news on recruiting, we'll get that up on the Facebook page and the website and let everyone know. As you mentioned, we've got some very exciting regional news.
Absolutely we do.
For those that don't know, Carol and Ethan both played their Champion of Champions, obviously club champions here, so they go off to then Champion of Champions region competition. Carol got beaten in the quarter-final by Trish Callanan, who's a region rep.
Yes.
So
at her home club.
So that was a great effort by Carol to get through to the quarter-final.
Was.
Come up against someone like Trish, get that experience.
Yeah.
We know how much Carol's improved over the last 12 or 18 months.
That's right. And to get into the quarterfinals of the Champion of Champions, you got to win a few to get there. And you're going to
come up against the likes of Trish and that.
Yeah, of course. And a great effort.
Who certainly can hold her own, and he's a region side bowler. So.
And it sets the region selectors and all the rest of it up
does.
to sort of go, well, hang on, who's this person?
Who's this one? It's another one at Berwick.
Berwick.
And secondly, our men's champion this year, Ethan Mills. Ethan came to us 3 years ago from Hampton Park, St John's Park.
St John's Park.
In Sydney. He used to lead up for Benny Twist, Premier League up there. He has gone through and won the Champion of Champions.
Yes.
Being Mark Coulter from Gembrook Cockatoo.
Yep.
Convincingly. A lot of people that were there said the game sort of didn't really mirror the score. a bit closer than it was, but he's won 25-8. So he's won convincingly in the end, and will now go off to state titles. Bendigo.
Yep.
Start of next month in May.
I was just going to say that's in May.
Yep.
Yes.
So I think it's 3rd to the 5th of, or 4th of the 6th of May.
Yep.
So he'll go up there and contest against the other region's best.
Yes.
And we'll see how he goes. But I'm sure he'll make a good account of himself. And following on from that, he's had a call during the week to join the region side, who started today up at Moama.
Yes.
The Eastern Ranges Bowls region representatives, of which there's 12 and an emergency, I think.
Yep.
Ethan's playing second for Josh Sanders. So that will be that is a fantastic result for Ethan. We've banged on for a couple of years that if we had one representative that might get a chance or deserve an opportunity to show what he's got, Ethan is the one. Of course, Eastern Rangers won the sides championship last year.
They are the defending champions.
They are the defending champions. So, and they've done well in the previous years. So, it's a hard gig, hard side to get into. Very hard side to get into, and you wouldn't expect after winning it last year that they would make wholesale changes.
No.
If any.
And I don't think they made many.
They didn't. Dev had to pull out, I believe, some sort of injury. Dev's had to pull out, and one other.
Yeah, an arm problem or something, apparently.
Yeah, and one other. So Ethan was originally going to lead up for Maisie.
Yes.
Darren Mays, who I presume has probably asked for Ethan. Wouldn't surprise me. They know each other very well, and I believe now Dev's pulled out too, so they've swung Ethan over to Josh's ring.
Yes.
But they will be live streaming.
As a two. Yes.
They will be live streaming tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, Eastern Rangers game. So it could be that Ethan's rink does get live streamed. So
yeah, it's the Mallee game, I think.
Ovens and Murray.
Yeah, I was just having a little quick look there. There's no scores up from the Ovens Murray game. Is that
Today.
tomorrow? Is it or today?
That's Friday.
That's Friday's
12:30,
game. Yeah, so that's
So
probably
that's on
still
right now.
that's still happening. Yeah.
But fantastic news to get a bowler of Ethan's calibre firstly to the club, but to now see us have a representative in the group side is fantastic. So good luck, Ethan. We're all very proud of what you've achieved this year. Everyone's chasing him. There's people throwing dollars at him, asking him to
bless their heart.
asking him to name his price, sort of thing, or give him a price just to see if they can coax him out of Berwick.
Right.
He categorically told me last week he will not be leaving Berwick. Berwick's like family.
Lovely.
So good on you, mate. That is that's
it's
awesome,
great to hear.
Awesome to hear.
Yeah.
And we wish you all the best for this weekend, and of course first week of May in the state titles as well.
Yeah. Well, go the mullet.
Go the mullet, the mullet. Our shirts, like I say, we've got our shirts on. They are in. I'll send an email out to the membership.
Yep.
Over the next couple of days. We'll work out maybe Monday afternoon. Pop up and grab a shirt, pay for it, and start.
Oh, you've got to pay for them.
Yes, you do, Andrew.
Oh, darn.
Yes. And just on our shirts, thank you very much to Todd Simmons from Hooded Life.
Yes, done a great job.
He designed them. We knew what we wanted, so to speak, but he came up with the final design, and he does a great job, and he's very, very easy to work with. So, thank you, Todd.
Yeah, he made the concept a reality really very nicely.
Yeah. So,
all right, well, that's it.
I reckon that's about it.
That's it.
We might pop in at some point through the winter if we've got any news, maybe a finished roof or
something.
Something. What are you up to for the winter?
Having a knee replacement.
Nice.
Yeah, just for a bit of fun.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, so that's
going away.
Going away tomorrow.
Yeah.
Heading up to New South Wales. So I think it might be a little bit wet.
Yes,
where we're going. We're going up to
by
the Sapphire Coast.
Just while I think of it, be back by the 6th of May.
Or we will be.
Friday the 6th of May will be our presentation night.
Presentation night on the 6th of May.
We will find out who the Dave Reddy Weekend Pennant Player of the Year is, and also the Pat Thompson
Midweek Player of the Year
is. So we'll find out who they are. We'll present our club champions. if he's back after the final.
Ooh, it might be a
Yeah,
near
it might be
run
tight.
thing.
He'll play the final, no doubt. So whether he
Well,
wins it or not, he
certainly.
might have to
Certainly.
get the car and race back.
Yeah.
But yeah, 6th of May. Our AGM will be the 30th.
Of May.
30th of May. So
Right.
that's the news to come out of the board meeting.
And
on,
I'm sure you'll be having a look at a little bit of local football over the winter time, John.
Yes, footy started last week. I'm up to Emerald tonight. Under 19s
Under
playing
19
tonight.
tonight.
Son's coaching.
Go the Bombers.
Co-coaching them, so the Bombers are up and about with a 100-point win last week.
Oh, wow.
So the seniors.
They did a bit of recruiting over the
netball was
summertime, did
happening.
they?
We did a bit of recruiting, yeah. We lost a few, we gained a few. So
Oh, well.
if you're looking for a good game of footy, local game of footy to go and watch, get up to Emerald.
Yes, we should organise one of the corporate boxes at some point, I think.
That's gone really well once, sort of,
Yes.
except for Mark Walker.
Well, he's not here, so...
No, so Marky's not here, so I had to carry him from the balcony
I know.
through the rooms. Then he fell down the front steps at Emerald.
Oh, dear. Marky,
Free
Marky.
beer for 2 hours, and my God,
He took advantage.
the
Anyway, we shouldn't malign Marky too badly.
president's wife told me not to bring the Bowls boys back
Oh, dear.
for the corporate box. So yeah, good
We
fun.
might have to masquerade as
Yeah,
some
yeah.
other group.
Yeah, not John Rich's friends. Yeah. Very good. All right,
Well,
thank you for tuning in to Crunch Time.
Yep,
Thanks, Andy.
thank you, everybody.
And
Yeah,
we'll tune out and we'll come back some stage through the winter
yeah,
and
we'll do it again.
we'll do it all again.
Absolutely.
Thanks, everyone.
Well done.